Kevin. On today's Which Word of the Day, this one's a little more simplistic, but it's something that I believe in. But I know if a certain podcast were to hear me use this word in a witchy manner, they'd be like, "You're not a real witch, you're an idiot." Today's word is soulmate. It's a person with whom one feels a deep or natural affinity. This connection is often associated with love, romance, intimacy, sexuality, spirituality, or compatibility, and may also involve trust and comfort.
I love it.
Yeah.
Soulmate.
And I feel
Valentine's.
I feel people can have multiple soulmates, and I feel one of mine is my friend Rachel and my friend Chris, because they get me on a very deep level, and I feel that there were past lives shared, and I think that's what turns somebody into a soulmate.
Absolutely, and if you go by the charmed lore, the whole part of my past episode, these souls always kind of find each other in every life. Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful thing. I love it.
It is.
You haven't even read that?
Wait, what are you doing with the book?
So he has the confidence to finish the story.
Hear now the words of the witches.
Can you hear the words of the witches? Yeah, the words of the witches.
Welcome to Words of the Witches, the Charmed podcast that will guide you through the lesser-known published lore of the Charmed universe.
In this night and in this hour, we call upon our fanboy power, bringing education and stupefaction to all of you.
Together, we will use our knowledge and reverence abundantly, but also find ourselves sassy and delightful.
Which is why we will truly be charmed.
Okay, spell worders, welcome to Words of the Witches, episode 167. I'm Kevin, your resident charmed resource.
And I'm Shawn, and I'm your soulmate. All of you.
Oh my gosh, my heart. I feel it in my soul. S-O-L-E.
Oh. In your foot.
And I do not have... right. I do not have a foot fetish, but I am okay to indulge if that someone wants to. I'm done. Anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shawn.
Kevin.
Should we go over our poll from last week?
Tell me about it, Janet.
Yeah. It's just you and me today, if you haven't known. There's no guest, so hey. Qua. But our poll last week was asking about Prue's telekinesis and which application of the telekinesis do we like better, through her eyes, through her hands or fingers, or her full arm. Oh,
that looked bad. That looked very Elon Musk the way he did that. So we'll do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So remind us which one you picked, and then what do you think would have won?
I think I picked the hand or finger, and I feel like that one's probably going to win, because that one's like, I don't know. It seems more classy than the whole arm. Like, why should you have to use the whole arm? I have all this power in my goddamn fingertips.
I love, like, there's certain times where, like, in Ex Libris, she does this thing where I know she's like, just this, and it's just like, ooh, I'm gonna make things fun. I'm like, just the subtlety of that is pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to decide, because I do love them all, and I love that she uses them in all the ways and mixes and matches. But according to our results, Instagram, eyes got 9%, hands and fingers got 33%, and full arm got 58%.
It's like I don't know our charmed listeners at all.
Well, they surprise you sometimes.
Yeah.
I picked full arm because I just like the intensity of it. It just means that she was really feeling it and really in her moods. So I like that. But sometimes the subtlety of the hands and fingers is just kind of, she's in a more good mood when she uses that for the most part. On YouTube, pretty much the same. 16% eyes, 21% hands, fingers, and 63% full arm.
Wow.
So, yeah, so there you go. Do you have any manner keeping?
Not really. No.
I don't either, actually. I was looking, I'm like, oh, my notes say nothing. Okay. So let's get on the roll with this beautiful next magazine in our agenda. It's issue 23 with the tagline Prince, or the headline, the big title, Prince Charming.
Prince Charming.
Yeah, published May 20th, 2008. Edited by Helen Gregory. Designers, just one designer, Dan Burra this time. And then writers Ian Spelling, Brian Cairns, Kate Anderson, Kate Lloyd, and Natalie Barnes. And today's Book of Shadows pages are on the Evil Enchantress, just as well as the To Call a Rich Oneself, Bring Together My Prince and Me. So I figured that was very fitting.
Nice.
A night to remember. So let me read the editor's note today. Helen. So we'll do some. It's the. Oh, Helen. Oh, Helen. Hi, guys. The Charmed magazine office has been more giggly, and excited than usual as we sent one of our writers out to meet Ivan Sergei. Of course, he wanted to know everything. What's he like? What was he wearing? And of course, is he as gorgeous in the flesh? It's horny.
I know.
Horny. She's horny Helen. Sadly, I didn't get to interview him myself. But I can use my imagination to think how it might have been. Check out our interview with the man himself on page 20. Thanks to everyone who has already entered the Charmed Magazine Reader Awards. We've had tons of entries already, but there's still a tiny little bit of space left in the office for another few post bags of entry
Post bags. I've got some post bags for you.
Yeah. So get your thinking caps on, rewatch a few episodes if you have to, and fill in the entry form and my vagina in this magazine. Make sure your entry is counted. Remember to vote. Remember to get the next issue to find out the winners. Speaking of favorite Charmed moments, we talked to Brad Kern about his most memorable Charmed moments, from Shannon Doherty's shocking exit to the show's grand finale. Brad spills the beans. Ew. These weird turn of phrase. I want to say spills the tea. That's more gay.
Yeah. And are they pinto or black beans?
Yeah. I'm going to Kuroba and getting my black beans. But he spills the beans on the most treasured moments on the show. Now, it wouldn't be my... Would it be my Ed's letter if I... Oh, editor, get it. Would it be my Ed's letter if I didn't pose a question to all? So here goes. Which Charmed one would you most like to be stuck in a lift with? I'm so British because I say lift. I say Paige, hands down. Not only would she make you laugh, but she'd also be able to teleport you somewhere else. So you're free! Of course, designer Dan said Phoebe, and I'm sure we can all imagine why. A winky, winky face.
Cheerio.
Yes, so tell me which Charmed one you'd like to be stuck in a lift with to the usual address. See you next time, Helen.
I would like to sincerely apologize to anybody in the UK who has to listen to us butcher your dialect.
I know.
Hopefully you get something out of it.
Right. And there's so many different, like... We have lots of fun. But there's so many different, like, UK dialects, and we kind of go between them all the time. Like, I don't know which one we're doing.
No, we're just being dumb.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumb, let's go over to the Bay Mirror. So this one had a lot of, like, the information we've kind of covered. So Brian is in Beyond Loch Ness, which it mentions again. Also, Brian Krause reprised his role on CSI Miami as kind of like the jerk, like, villain character.
What was his name?
Oh, yeah, they did give his name.
Robert Whitten. The creepy Robert Whitten.
The creepy Robert Whitten. I can't imagine... Well, actually, I can. I've seen him as a villain once. But, like, he's not a creepy person. He's, like, hot. So he has to work at being creepy.
Yeah.
Rose became a co-host of The Essentials on TCM with a film historian. Alyssa has a baseball clothing line for women and is now expanding into hockey, football, and basketball. Oh, she got to push that hockey line right now. Girl, we are all
Yeah.
about, what is it? Heated rivalry. Heated rivalries everywhere. Get the hockey out there. Baltazar Getty is in Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. I can't remember if I saw that or not. I think I saw Feast 1, and it's really gross because it's all like cannibalism stuff.
Oh.
Like they're eating like human body parts, and that kind of like is too much for me sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
That's why it's called
And
Feast.
for someone who... Yeah. See, for me, I kept thinking of the Eating Out series, Eating Out 2 Sloppy Seconds,
yeah.
that has the bisexual in it. So that's what I was thinking. Like, that's a blast from the past.
Right. I've seen a few of those.
They're goofy.
Yeah. And Shannon Doherty posted on her website for the first time in a while. She kind of apologized that she was kind of down and kind of avoiding wanting to talk to people, but she's doing better. And I know how that feels because I get that way sometimes.
Right. She's like, I didn't forget you. I'm okay. I'm just chilling out. I'm having my me time.
Yeah. And I do have to say, because this is coming right off of a bad experience, I just had a really bad, like, kind of end of my day at work. But always coming on this podcast with my Kevin and knowing that, like, we have our listeners who get a kick out of us always kind of brightens my day. There's times where I'm like, I don't want to podcast today. And then the minute the camera comes on, I'm like, girl, she's here. She's feeling great.
It's totally true. I have those moments where you don't feel the zone, you don't feel the energy, but we just bring it out. We bring our joy, we bring our excitement, we bring our energy.
Yeah.
It's such a nice time.
This is as much therapy for us as it is for our listeners.
Yeah. And I do like, in case people didn't, you mentioned TCM, that's Turner Classic Movies for anybody who didn't know. So it's those old Hollywood kind of movies, which is right up Rose's alley. So I never saw her host it, but that must have been cool when it lasted.
Yeah, and I'd
Wow,
love
it
to be up
lasted.
Rose's alley. But anyway, speaking of therapy, let's go over to Ask Phoebe. Speaking of painful. All right, so the first letter was Pippa. Pippa! She is 17 years old. She has a crush on her teacher, and he's been giving her the look, so she thinks that he's into her too. And Phoebe's response was, bitch, shut it down. He is your teacher. That is so inappropriate. Even though I used to have crushes on teachers when I was your age, I never acted on them. This is not appropriate.
Well, this is super weird too, because she was like, this is stuff that anybody, he waves at me when he sees me. Like, that's a nice thing to do. It's just what like, I think you're reading into this girl. Like, I don't think he's into you as much as you think he is.
Right. I know. I've had those friends where they're like, oh my God, the other day he opened the door for me. He totally wants to fuck me. And I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
those people that just
Yeah.
make the biggest thing out of the smallest thing. I'm like, I think that's
Exactly.
just what people do. The second one, the husband cheated on her. Now they're divorcing. He's been cheating for like 6 years, I think. But now she's like, how do I tell my daughter? And the response was just make sure that she knows that you both love her and it's not her fault. Yeah, he's like been cheating with the secretary for like 6 years, and she finally just found out. I'm like, you're not a very good wife. Like, now we know why you're staying late at the office. This last letter, I'm afraid of clowns. I'm 25 and I'm afraid of clowns. And the response is, that's not uncommon. Go find support websites on the internet.
And then they show this terrible picture.
Yeah, what the
I'm like, ew! Why? If these were real letters, they would have traumatized this guy right there.
Yeah.
I'm never reading Charmed Magazine again.
Right. So that was another horrible Ask Phoebe.
So cool. Next we have our Holly Marie Combs profile. It's kind of taking up space and unnecessary. It talks about, her date of birth, her place of birth, her eye color and height, and just statistics. Gives her favorite TV shows, Housewives and Friends and X-Files. I don't know. I'm just mad at this. uh, there is the scar. If people didn't know, she has that scar on her eyebrow, on her right eyebrow. And if people don't know, this is a story that has been going around, but she hit her head on a marble table as a kid. And then she got split, and it's never healed, and so she always has a scar there from her childhood. So that's kind of a fun thing to know.
Zooming. I don't see it in this picture. They probably cleaned it up.
And that it's very light in this picture. You can't see it, but like, it's there. Like sometimes I have to find other ones. Like in the show, if you see it, if you go to the next page, you'll see it in the next page. You can see kind of like the divot in her eyebrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Some other things that you might not know about Holly Marie Combs is she is a scuba diver, and she got her certificate when she was just 13 years old. So that's fun. We did talk about her mom, Lorelai, being in the Just Harried episode as a girl in the bar. Let's see. And then Holly and Shannon Doherty have been friends for years. Oh my gosh. Groundbreaking. But I don't know if we've ever talked about this before, but originally they wanted to give Shannon Doherty the role of Piper and Holly the role of Prue, and they're like, excuse you, no. That's not how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I
so
remember hearing that, and it's so weird.
Yeah, that would have been just not right. So I'm glad they realized where their strengths lied as actresses. Cool. Are you ready to take a Piper quiz, our first grimoire game?
No, but let's do it.
You want to just switch off questions?
Okay.
All right. Who was first?
How many attempts did it take for Leo and Piper to get married? 1, 2, or 3?
They've had this in a past quiz. It's 3.
Okay.
Because there was the first time in Magic Hour that Leo got taken away by the elders. Then there's the second time in Just Harried, where they were getting married, and then Prue's like, I'm leaving, I'm crashing through the front door in a Harley. And then the third time was when they finally got married later that episode in the manor.
Okay.
Cool. What illness did Piper contract in Awakening? Excuse me, it's called Awakened. Stupid magazine. Anyway. Is it aurora fever, pneumonia, or chickenpox?
Is it pneumonia?
It's aurora fever.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Did she
From
turn
the,
into Aurora Monroe? Storm?
Well, she did get... No, she got speedy powers. She turned into Quicksilver. So, fun. Okay. Oh, you go.
All right. How many cars has Piper had on the show? 3, 5, or 7?
See, I want to say 3, but knowing what Charmed does, they keep giving them new cars, like the same car but the next year's model. So it's like, oh, here's a new version of the car you already had, and they do that all the time. So it's tricky. So it's like she had a 2000 Navy Jeep, but then she's like, I'm gonna get a 2002 Navy Jeep. And I got a 2004 Navy Jeep. So it's like, I think they might count those. So if they count those, I'm probably gonna say 7.
7 is the right answer.
Okay. Yeah, because she had 2 cars that I know of, the green Jeep and then the navy blue Jeep, but then it updated every year.
Okay.
Piper's freezing power is channeled through her eyes, heart, hands.
I'm just imagining her like walking around, like pushing out her chest, like freeze,
I know.
freeze. It's her hands.
It'd be very Pokemon of her if she did that.
Yeah, very Care Bear.
Ice beam.
All right. Piper's first boyfriend on Charmed is Leo, Dan, or Jeremy.
Jeremy. That's the one.
It's funny how some of these are like tricky, like the car one, and some of these are like so freaking easy.
Yep. How many times does Piper die throughout the series? I'm glad I told you this a million times already. 6, 9, or 15?
That's weird that they spelled out 15, but not the other two.
I know. I was looking at that too. Like, 15 is too many letters. I can't possibly write the letters out.
I can't spell that high. It's 9.
Yes.
When does Piper get the power of teleportation? Never. Season 1 or season 3?
Okay. So this is, I think, another trick question. Technically, she never gained the power of teleportation, but when they turned evil in season 3 in Bright and Gloom, she did get the power to blink in that. So
they can't mess with my Kevin. Their answer is never.
Their answer is never. Which, yeah, she never officially got the power for keeps. But she also orbed. She also orbed in season 5 when she switched powers with Leo. So she's teleported quite a bit.
Yeah. Helen.
Yep. Piper's nightclub was called T4. I think that's the Terminator. T4.
Yeah.
P3 or Y2K.
Forgot the
S2
K, yeah.
Kia.
It's P3, and that's obvious, but a lot of times whenever we were driving through a parking structure, it'd be like, oh, P3. And Alan was like,
I know. I always, if I see a P3 section of a parking structure, I try to park there. Like, this is my lucky spot.
What year was Piper Hollowell born? 1971, 1973, or 1870? No, just kidding. 1975.
It's 73. It's funny, they almost did all of the Charmed Ones years. Except Prue was 1970, Piper was 1973, and then Phoebe's 1975. But 1973.
Look at them.
1971 was Shannon Doherty's birth year, but Prue was 1970.
Okay.
All right. Piper's dad is called David, Chris, Victor.
I hate that he's called. Like, no, he's not called that. That's his name. But it's Victor.
Yeah. Me, a name I call myself. Mon chéri, appelle-moi. Okay, anyway. Cool. So there's that. There's reader awards with categories we're not going to read right now. We'll save that for the next issue when they actually give us answers. So skip that. All right. Ivan Sergei. Do you want to cover this or do you want me to cover this?
You cover this.
Okay. So, Ivan Sergei, Henry Mitchell, he's interviewed again. There's some fun stuff in here. Ivan likes Payback's a Witch, which is the bank heist one, because it gave him more of his own personal backstory, and it was the first time that he was healed. When he was healed, it's the first time that he kind of got suspicious of Paige. He believes that this is where he got an inkling of, like, something wasn't quite right. Or something that's different. And then he talks about how he had to fight a floating sword in The Last Temptation of Christie. When he was fighting Simon, but nothing was there. So he's like... but he says he's acted with invisible things before. So he's like, I like that I had that kind of training. And... it was good. It was a good time. It's a really good acting challenge. And he also said he loves his rooftop scene with Paige. And that, I think Rose said the same thing in an interview because she ad-libbed most of that scene. And he was like, he was okay with the improvisations that Rose was doing. He's like, you just say stuff, I'll react. I'll be natural. So that's cool. He really noticed that he and Rose had a theatrical chemistry together. And that was very evident in the finished product too. That's why we love them so much.
Yep.
So yeah, that's our little Henry there.
All right. Next up. Oh, wait, is it? Yeah. How to dress like Alyssa Milano. I thought this was gonna be fun. It was not. It was lame. They basically showed two dresses and were like, you can dress showbiz party or official function. And it just kind of described the dresses. So I don't know. I thought it'd be cute to like kind of give kind of an overview of her outfits and be like, put on a halter top or put on tight pants. But I don't know. And I feel like the dress on the right, the official function, isn't even that cute. Like, it's not the best dress on her.
They used the picture of that too in the last magazine, and the whole look looks very high school yearbook to me.
Yeah.
The hair, the dress, it's just like it's like see you next summer. But yeah, the last magazines they always have a feature of these where it's like how to dress, and it's just two pictures. Like we had the Shannon, we had the Rose, now it's this one. It's kind of a throwaway kind of article.
Yeah.
But.
Well, speaking of throwaway articles, I'll do this Brian Krause one. You thought there wasn't a lot of information in the Holly Marie Combs. There's even less in this one. So he was born February 1st, 1969 in El Toro, California. He currently lives in SoCal. He's an Aquarius. He's 5'11". He's pretty tall for an actor. Usually they're kind of short. Eye color, he went to El Toro High School, played at soccer, scored 4 goals as a midfielder and forward. He was married to Beth Bruce. He has son Jamin, who we've talked about. He likes playing golf, tennis, and baseball, likes playing guitar, and has 2 dogs, Penny and Buddy. And did you know Brian at first wanted to study medicine? Originally, Brian auditioned for the role of Andy, which we talked about a lot in these.
Yeah.
Brian's set nickname was the Blue Flamer.
Yeah. I think I wrote him a note and called him the Blue Flamer in something before, like when I wrote him a message.
That's cute. Why was he
It's
called
so cute.
that?
Because the white lighter.
Oh, that makes sense.
The
That makes
orbs.
sense.
Yeah, it's not a gay thing, but it'd be funny. I think there might have been goofy about it sometimes because remember how I told you we agreed that Leo is canonically bisexual.
Yes.
So that's why I like to imagine that double entendre.
He also used to drive a pie truck, and he has written, produced, and directed a short movie called The Mission. So I'm going to tell you something real quick, and I have a feeling you're going to probably agree with me. I feel like because we're coming to the end of the magazines, I'm getting that itch to like move to the next thing, and that's why I feel like a lot of this stuff is repeated information in this one, and I think that's why it's kind of like, we've gone over this.
Yeah. I mean, that is true that you're antsy, but it's also true because, yeah, it has been repeated. So many of these magazines have gone us over the same information several times because they don't know what else to write about. They've talked to these people every day, every month or whatever. So
yeah,
they need to.
That's why I was
get on with it.
surprised there were so many because they kept it going for a while. But as a fan, it's you're like hungry for that new information, and they're doing the best they can. But here we are.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Leo quiz time. The second grimoire game. So, do you want to read this one? Who read the first one last time? Was it me or you?
I did.
Okay, so then I'll read this one. Okay. In the last season, Leo is the target of the Source, Billy, the Angel of Death.
Well, technically, the Angel of Death. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's the target, but I know what they're going for.
Yeah. So.
Leo's father was called Christopher Darrell or Brienne.
What stupid options?
I know, Daryl or Brian. Like, come on, you're not fooling us, Helen.
You could have thought of any other thing that would have thrown us off, but no. Christopher is the only option, and yes, he says that in season 6. Mm-hmm. Leo was once married to a woman named Lillian Jennifer Dawn.
I don't remember. I'm gonna go with Lillian.
Yes.
Okay. I was going between her and Dawn.
I've asked you that question probably a year ago or so, in a quiz at some point, and you didn't remember that either. So
Look at me learning, though.
yeah.
When the I don't know how to say this, Halliwell sisters first met Leo, they thought he was a delivery man, a porn star, a postman, or a handyman.
When you first met, I was just a handyman. Now I'm just a handyman again. That's from the letter he wrote, the Valentine's Day letter he wrote, Piper. So I'm just quoting that.
Cute and so timely.
Handyman. I know, Valentine's. Who discovered Leo using his powers of levitation? Technically, it's not levitation, it's hovering. But okay. Come on. Technicalities. I should have put these things in my canonical. I haven't done it, but now they're in the ether. Okay. Who discovered Leo using his power of hovering to change a light bulb? Piper, Prue, Phoebe.
I want to say I remembered it being Phoebe.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you're correct.
look at me
It's
go.
in Secrets and Guides. Secrets and Guides, season 1, episode 14.
Okay. What does Leo become in season 7? Avatar, Elder, or Elf?
Oh my gosh. It's Avatar. Not going to
So-
the North Pole.
I'm going to tell you this pointless story real quick, but I thought it was really funny. So I was watching the Super Bowl yesterday with a bunch of Latinx people, which was very amazing to see like what Bad Bunny meant to
Yeah.
them and get to party with them. But one of them was talking about like I think they're called duende, which is like basically a Mexican. I think it was just in Mexico or maybe all South America, but like a leprechaun basically, and he was terrified they were going to come up out of the ground and like get him while he was peeing. And so I was like, I can just imagine it going, "Give me your gold." It got a good laugh. All right, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I to go on that, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch the things, but I did go and watch the halftime show on YouTube afterwards, and I was getting emotional. You know, I'm a white person, so I don't have the Latin connection, but just seeing how much it was celebrated and how much togetherness was there and how much we need that, I was like, this is perfect. It's exactly moving and beautiful, and you know, such a good influencer.
Yeah, when he started calling out all the different American countries,
Yeah.
that got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he's super cute. So,
Oh yeah. Oh, I've had a crush on him forever. Which lovers possess Leo and Piper? Bonnie and Clyde, Shakti and Shiva, or Romeo and Juliet? Oh wait, it was your turn to
Shakti.
read to me, wasn't it?
oh yeah, that's okay.
Oh well, it
Shakti
was
and
Shakti
Shiva.
and Shiva. Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, you know this one. Leo's first appearance is in Thank You for Not Morphing. Is there a Woogie in the house? Love hurts.
Thank you for not morphing. Episode 2.
3.
3. That's what I said. That's what I get for trying to show off. Which friends of Leo's blamed him for leaving them to die? Steve and Andrew, Paul and Helen, or Rick and Nathan?
Rick and Nathan. Brothers. Lang. Yeah. Leo was born in 1801, 1924, 1942.
1924. Because he was in the
Yes.
war.
Right. He died in 1942. So, yeah. So there you go. Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, there's posters in here. So you got the Piper poster. Then you got this chest hair picture.
My boyfriend.
And then the other side, who found out who the chest hair belongs to, are Henry, Ivan, Sergei,
My
Sexy.
boyfriend.
My boyfriend's back. Oh my gosh. And over here, there's an ad for like Torchwood magazine, and it has Tosh, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just watched Spice World, and Tosh from Torchwood was in that movie. She was the pregnant friend.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I haven't seen that movie in years. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, Alan Cumming is in this. Blew my mind. I forgot all about
Nice.
it. Cool. Oh, next we have this Brad Kern section.
Yeah.
It says Forever Charmed. And in this article, Brad Kern shares his memories of his time on this series. Just some like important dates or episodes that he wanted to call out. I'm not going to go over every one of these, but he said he first met Shannon, Holly, and Lori Rom for lunch. This was between after they shot the unaired pilot and when they were getting ready to do the premiere, they had like a meeting, I guess. And he and Connie both ordered wine. He was there with Constance and Burge. They both ordered wine. And the rest of the girls were like looking at him like, is this normal to be drinking at lunchtime? I don't know. And on October 7th, 1998, when the show premiered, the network had very low expectations for the show, and they never thought it would work, which is weird. If they didn't have faith in the show, why did they buy it? But okay. But no, it was an instant hit. They're like, oh, okay, I guess we were wrong. I liked this one for March, April 1999. He talked about that 70s episode, and this was funny because he showed Aaron Spelling like a rough cut of the like early cut of the episode, and Aaron Spelling is like, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. So he really didn't understand the show at all that he was making. He's just like, as long as it's making money and they're doing good stuff, amazing.
Yep.
Brad's most memorable moments or memorable episodes that he picked. They're not like a top 5 or favorite 5, but these are like 5 episodes that stick out to him. And it's Dead Man Dating, Morality Bites, Which Way Now, Cat House, and Forever Charmed. Which Way Now is because that was the one he directed. And then Cat House and Forever Charmed because... Oh, I said that right. Never mind. So, yeah. So those are his 5 kind of special ones. And there you go.
All right. Well, let's talk about the top 10 things we wish had never happened. And I don't agree with like half of these, so we'll go through them.
I know. Yeah.
I know you don't agree with this first one, but number 10, Kyle Brody dying, which what else were you going to do with his character? He already like betrayed them and like he got his like redemption. Like there's no reason for him to be on the show anymore.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that makes sense is because Rose's feelings in there, Paige's emotions in there is what sold it and is what made it sad because we felt for her. But I did not care for Kyle. I'm like, good riddance. So,
number 9, I also don't agree with Piper hooking up with Dan Gordon, or for that matter, anyone who wasn't Leo. I actually really enjoyed the way that they did Leo and Piper because I think that's real. Like, for the situation they were in, this was a very real, like, what's the word? I always forget words, but this is what they would go through, like a push and pull.
Right.
And I like that Piper got to experience other men to finally realize, like, no, the trouble I'm going through for Leo is worth it. I don't want to be with anybody else.
Exactly. And people kind of think Piper and Leo are already boring on the show, but can you imagine if they were like happy the entire time?
Right.
Like, there would have been like really nowhere for them to go. It's just like, here are the people at home. They're the domestic little couple here.
Yeah. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
I 1000% agree with this one. Zenku vanquishing Kira. No, we loved her. That was a really shitty way for her to go. We would have loved to see more Kira.
Everyone is shocked and appalled when that happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm sure it had to do with, like, they can only afford her for so many episodes, but it was just very abrupt to make us fall in love with her and then kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Season 8 without Daryl and the absence of Leo for 10 episodes. Of course, yeah. Gideon killing future Chris. no, this had to happen because that would have been a conundrum to have baby Chris and adult Chris. Otherwise, he could have gone back to the future, but then that wouldn't make sense either because that future shouldn't exist at that point.
Right, exactly. Suck it, Drew Fuller. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
you have to go.
You have to go. Leo becoming an elder. Yeah, he sucked as an elder, but that was story. We needed that push to once again pit Leo and Piper against each other and also him grow as a character. Because otherwise, like you said, he would have been boring.
Mm-hmm.
Cole being vanquished this time for good. I've made it very clear how I feel about Cole, so this had to happen. Andy Trudeau dying. Mixed feelings on that one because it was really sad, but it also did push Prue's story forwards. And with how everything turned out, like it would have sucked for him to still be on the show with her not on the show. So probably for the better.
Yeah.
The whole Prue dying and Shannon Doherty leaving the show thing, of course, that hits differently in today's age. But yeah, that was a bummer. But of course, there was the good that came out of it because it did, I think, give the show a second life. So as much as we don't like that it happened, it brought in Paige and a different dynamic.
Right.
And then lastly, Charmed coming to an end. Boo-hoo. We'll all agree with that one.
Hey. Right. Cool. So that's that. Now we have our third quiz in this magazine, our third Grimoire game, and this is the big quiz. It's a season 8 quiz.
What is this, some kind of game?
Grimoire Games!
Some people think this is entertainment.
What's the season 8 premiere episode called?
I don't remember.
Still Charmed and Kicking.
Still Charmed and Kicking, that's right. I knew it was something like that. I was going to say Charmed again. I was like, wait a minute, that's 4. In which year did the final season first air in the U.S.?
2005 to 2006. It started 2005, ended in 2006. I don't know which one they use or what they say both of them. I don't know. Oh, it says 2005.
Okay.
All right. What's the name of the new character that has a pivotal role to play during the final season? Clue: she is blonde.
I'm guessing they're talking about fucking Billy, but also Cunty Christie was blonde too.
Yeah. It's Billy, yeah.
Yeah. Which character trains to become a police officer?
Paige Podge.
I knew that one.
Mm-hmm. A background check on the assumed identity of which Charmed One reveals she was wanted for murder. Piper. Maya.
Murder.
Yes.
What's the name of Feibois' hunky new love interest? That's so vague. Are they talking about just in season 8? Yeah.
Just in season 8, but you have Dex and there's also Coop.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are they talking about?
I would guess Coop, but yeah, I don't know.
It says Dex. I guess because he started the season. But
Okay.
Can't forget the rest of the season. All right. In the episode Kill Billy Volume 1, what was Pepper's Halloween costume? Ooh.
Oh, shit. I'm thinking of the other Halloween episode. I don't remember in this one. I'll just say Glinda. I know it's wrong.
Well, you got Glinda from the season 3 episode. Season 8, she was a mouse. She answered the door. She was a little mouse. And then Paige was with her, and she was a little angel with little red cheeks and a halo.
Oh, cute.
And wings. Yeah. Yeah.
The angel of death returns, but who is he there for?
Leo. Which episode marked Brian Krause's last regular appearance on the show until he returned for the final 2 episodes?
Via Con Leos?
Vaya con Leos, yes.
What does Billy accidentally transform her parents into?
You guys are cold-blooded assassins!
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of part 1. Okay. So part 2, we have pictures. How do you want to do this?
I guess.
You want to just
should you-
say?
Yeah. So the
So,
first one-
first one is Billy in her black wig.
Okay. Second one is Dax Lawson.
Yep, Dex Lawson. Yep. 3 is Agent Murphy.
Okay.
4.
What's
That's
his
our
name?
6E. I had such a good name. Paul Haas.
Oh, Paul. Yes.
Paul
okay.
Haas.
Paul Haas.
In the answers, they just put Haas. They don't know his first name. They just put Haas. But it's Paul Haas, people. Number 5, that's Burke from Biocone Leos.
Okay.
He's the demon that has the crystals. Sorry, in the answers, they put Angel of Death.
Oh no.
Wrong
Wrong.
quiz. You're making the oh my gosh, fooling the people here. Okay, Burke.
Is number
It's Burke.
6 Wes Ramsey? I can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So adult Wyatt
So
there.
Wyatt.
Then we have number 7. That's Carl Jenkins,
Oh, it is.
the Faza.
I can't tell who 8
You know who
is.
8 is?
Uh-uh.
That's Simon Marks.
Oh, is he You'll Never Forget My Name? Or is that an earlier season?
No, that's
No, I remember Simon.
That's
Yeah, he
season
was
5.
Yeah. Simon's the
You're thinking
magic
of
user,
Stan.
Simon. Yeah, Stan.
Stanley. Yeah. And 9 is Coop.
Oh, it is Coop. Okay. These are hard to see on my phone, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
But I know Angel of Destiny.
10 is Denise Douse, Angel of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Part 3, quotes. Oh. I'm big on quotes, but season 8 quotes are probably rustiest for me, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay. Magic school rules don't always apply to the outside world. It's kind of like Vegas. That sounds like Paige.
I think what episode is this? I think it's Piper she's talking to the students that Leo left behind. Yeah.
Oh, it is
So it's
Piper.
Piper.
You right, girl. You right.
2, I've got an afterlife to live, you know.
That's Grams.
I think that sounds Grams. Yeah, it sounds like Grams to me. Okay.
It was cool. I mean, bad cool, but still kind of cool. That sounds like Billy.
Philly, yeah. Oh my gosh, I used this quote in one of my old season 1 clips. There's one more battle on the horizon for you 3. One unlike you've ever faced before. One you won't see coming, and one you may not survive.
Is that Angel of Destiny? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a very special gift, Billy. One you were meant to do great things with. I know that. Just embrace it.
That could be so many people.
Yeah. I'm guessing Christy, but I don't know. Oh, it's not.
Oh, I don't think it's. I think it's too. That's too sweet to be Christy. She'd say something like, "Billy, use your powers with me." Like,
Yeah. Use your powers, dumb.
Helen, is it Helen?
Is that the mom? Mrs. Jenkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Helen.
Helen.
It's the same as where are we? Oh, I'm getting pretty tired of you not insinuating that I'm not good enough for Paige.
Henry?
Yeah, I mean, who
It's
else
gotta
would
be.
be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo? No. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a match for you, Phoebe? You're a smart, successful, gorgeous woman with a great pair of tits, a sense of humor, and amazing strength. I mean, look at you. You're lounging around in a tracksuit with a pencil in your hair and glasses, and you're so beautiful. That's Coop. That's Coop.
Yeah. I'm like, shut up already. You talk too much.
I know.
It's like, oh God, I know, it's forbidden love, and I'm doomed, and we're doomed, and everything's doomed. What?
Is that Piper?
Oh,
It's not.
it's forbidden love, and I'm doomed, and we're all... Who is this? I bet you no. I bet you it's Phoebe because of Coop. She's like, I can't marry a Cupid. Oh, terrible forbidden love. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was her. I know everything happens for a reason. I believe that. I also know that when one door closes, another one opens. I know you know this one because you said it before.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a Hattie thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very similar to something she said in season 4 with Charmed Again. She's like, which means there's a reason for this too. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's like, I know. I was like, I know what happened to Prue. And then, oh, Mom. Okay.
It's
Was it me? Oh yeah, me.
Oh yeah, you.
What is that? A clown?
Yeah, I'm afraid of clowns. So one stands at my balcony and honks his horn at me all night. No, I'm not really afraid of clowns, but there's like an ice cream man that comes by sometimes. So I guess it's that time.
Oh wow. You have the liveliest
I
place
know.
to live. There's this. I remember we talked about this with Alyssa. But says, we sure did miss a lot when we were dead. Or, we sure did miss a lot when we was dead. That's
Was
Paige.
that- Okay, I was gonna guess one of the sisters. I think I would have said
Yeah.
Paige. Okay, so now we have to unscramble letters. So the first one is
No,
Nella.
wait. Oh yeah,
Kingens.
you're right. Okay. Yep. You're right. I was skipping ahead. Okay.
Who's
So
Nella?
Nella
Kingens?
Kingens. Helen Jenkins.
Yep.
Who's Madasu? Madasu.
Madasu.
Ooh, Madasu.
I don't know.
Oh, I know. I was like, what is this? It's Asmodeus, which is one of the Triad members.
Okay. Who's Namiud? Is that Damien?
It looks like Damien, but it's actually Dumaine.
Oh, Dumaine. Yes. Okay.
Ahern, Lesico.
Henry Mitchell.
Ahern Lelitcum. Yeah.
Are you summoning a demon?
Yes.
Histcry Sinkange.
Christy Jenkins. Mm-hmm. Iluge Netben.
Julie.
Julie?
Julie? What's the
Julie
last
Bennett. Yes.
Bennett. Okay.
Yeah, it's the fake identity. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. This one's not great. It's these raper.
Seth?
Seth.
Who is this? Who is this?
Seth Para? Is that it?
Yeah, who's Seth Para?
I don't know.
I don't remember who that is. Oh. I feel like I don't know who this is. Oh, it's that reporter. Okay.
Yeah, this
it's that
guy.
reporter. Yeah, he was in Kill Billy Volume 1. He's the one that was the reason why the Carol Flowers got killed, because he reported on her and then Paige haunted him. But I don't care about that guy. Moss Redwill.
Sam Wilder.
Sam Wilder.
To wit, our hell.
Wyatt Halliwell. And Core.
Draken?
Candor. He's another Triad member.
Candor. Okay. Well, Draken would work too, even though he wasn't a character in Charmed.
Yeah.
And it's not spelled that way.
Right. All right, more questions. The Charmed Ones have new identities at the start of the season. What are their names? Ooh.
Julie?
Julie, that's Phoebe.
Wasn't one of them Jennifer?
There's Jen, or Jenny, yeah. Jenny. And then it was switched to Jamie, because that was Piper's original one, Jenny. And then after that one got compromised, she's like, I'm Jamie now.
Okay.
And then Joe was Paige.
Joe, okay. What does Dex Lawson do for a living?
He's a sculpturist, an artiste.
Mm-hmm.
He makes really bad art that I don't like, but it's fine.
Yeah.
He might as well call himself Gabe.
Oh, don't make me relive that.
Which episode features a demon plotting to resurrect the source of all evil? It's Desperate House Witches.
Oh, okay.
That's the put your finger in it spell.
Yeah. What's the name of the young demon that plots to kill Victor to get his hands on the manor house as a trophy?
Oh, that's our sexy Paul Haas again.
Ooh!
Paul
I
Haas.
remember that.
Who spots Billy using her powers to save an innocent, which puts the Charmed One's new lives at risk? Who was it? Well, not the it has to be Agent Murphy, because that was during the Hocus Pocus stuff where he's like, I'm going to help you.
Okay. I don't like the way this is wording. With what episode did Charmed become the longest... okay. Did it become the longest running show with all female leads until Desperate Housewives beat it by one episode?
Oh, I don't know when that happened. When did that happen? Because I was gonna say Desperate House Witches, but that's because I was thinking of Desperate Housewives. When was it? Season 8. What's about halfway through? Is it Repo Manor or Payback's a Witch? Because that's 12 and 13. I don't know. You pick one.
Say one. I already looked at the answer, and one of those is it.
Payback's a Witch.
You got it, girl.
How old does Wyatt turn during season 8?
Is it 6?
That's way old. He's 3.
Oh.
'Cause he was born in season 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I thought there was like a time jump. But that was only 6 months.
Yeah, they don't age up like some of the other shows. They actually go by their actual years, which is crazy.
What's the name of the suitor for Paige's affections who attempts to convince her to marry him? Clue, it's not Henry. It's Simon.
Simon, Thaddeus, Reginald Marks. Simon, Reginald, Thaddeus. I always mix those. Is it Simon, Reginald, Thaddeus Marks or Simon, Thaddeus, Reginald Marks? Does it tell you?
It just says Sir
Simon, Thaddeus,
Marks.
Reginald Marks. Okay.
I would have married him. He
Who
was
was
cute.
notable? I know. Who was notably absent from Paige's wedding?
I'm gonna guess
I mean,
Patty.
It was kind of this. It was very much a shotgun wedding. So, I mean, who are they thinking about? Patty, obviously, because she's dead. Could be Sam. Could be Victor. Was Victor there? Victor wasn't there either, I don't think.
I don't know.
Or was he there? No, I don't think he was. And her father wasn't there either. And what did it say?
It's Sam.
Oh, okay.
That's
But really,
their
any of
answer.
those people could have been.
Yeah.
All those people could have been answers. Which charmed one do the elders assign Coop to in order to help her find true love? Stupid.
Febois.
Phoebe. Yeah.
Oh, these are hard.
Okay.
Who was originally cast to play the part of Dex Lawson?
That was Mark McGrath.
Oh, that's right. I didn't
Remember
know
they
that.
put him in the magazine before, and then he was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah. Which is for the better. He probably would have been awful.
Yeah. Oh, which former supermodel turned reality television star made a cameo appearance in Still Charmed and Kicking?
It's what's her name? And she was there with Shannon Doherty, who wasn't on the show anymore.
Yeah, Janice Dickinson.
Janice
I was so
Dickinson,
mad at that
yeah.
podcast. Go back to
In-
Tyra.
Yeah. In which episode did Faybois and Dex get hitched, albeit under the influence of a spell?
Rewitched. Season 8, episode 5. In Payback's a Witch, name one of the toys that Wyatt magically transforms into real talking people.
Army
You have
Man.
three options here. Do you know them? Army Man.
Is there a cowboy?
There's a cowboy, and then an Indian, a Native American indigenous person.
Oh. Yeah, because I think we called them the YMCA people, the village people.
Yeah, pretty much. They might as well. I would have loved to see them like dance to YMCA and like strip. Or something
Yeah.
like that. And then you can see their like not anatomically correct bulges like Ken doll. Like
And then a construction worker walks in, he's like, what's going on here?
right. I love it. Where are we now? 5.
Who did Paige heal by herself for the very first time this season?
Henry.
Henry. That's right.
In which episode does Paige reveal her magical powers to Henry?
I don't fucking know.
That's the other one I was talking about, Repo Manor.
Oh, okay.
Episode 13.
Oh, what is Simon Mark's full name? Take it away, Kevin.
Simon Thaddeus Reginald Marks.
Yes.
What is the name of Billy's sister?
Christy.
Who killed my sister? It was me.
Which three characters all die in the episode Kill Billy Volume 2?
Oh, that's Phoebe, Paige, and Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Which charmed one was the last to appear on screen in the series? Clue. She was also the first one shown in the series, albeit a lot younger.
How dare you? Hell. It was Piper.
Hell. Piper. Yeah. So there you go, season 8 quiz. Woo!
Woo!
Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we have Danny Woodburn. Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do it? Okay. So Danny Woodburn, this is the guy that played Head Dwarf. that was his title, official title, Head Dwarf. I would have at least given him a name like Grumpy or something, but
Yeah.
but he was connected to Charmed through John Kretschmer, which is one of the directors that's been on from season 1 to the end, and they worked together on Special Unit 2, which I talked about that show before. It only lasted 2 seasons, but I really liked it a lot. Had Michael Landis in it from Final Destination 2, and I always thought he was cute in it. And yeah, I want to watch it again because I don't remember much about it, but I remember being obsessed with it a little bit as a kid. And he appreciated working on Charmed because even though there were lots of people on the show, they remembered all of them individually. So lots of dwarf actors or little people actors, and they still were seen as people. And he says Alyssa was particularly sweet to him. And we've been hearing that a lot. So all this hate at Alyssa now, she was really kind of loved on that set by the guest stars and people. So she was definitely doing something right.
Yeah, and that says something.
Mm-hmm. He is lucky to be getting steady work. He feels very lucky. He is most recognized for Seinfeld, Becker, and Charmed. So that's cool. And he is going to be playing, this is in the past, he plays a deputy sheriff in a movie called Pear Blossom. And which is interesting to me. He said something that, he was a sheriff in the movie, but he said in real life, people with dwarfism are legally forbidden from such jobs. Which I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So, and I don't know if they say that they just don't feel like they could have the ability to do what they need to do or something, or wouldn't be taken seriously. I don't know why that is. It just seems kind of strange.
Yeah.
And then he's sent in a video audition for Big Figure in the Watchmen movie. So he is in the Watchmen movie, which is fun. And he was cast solely on the video. He didn't meet anybody until he came to work on set, which is crazy. So, fun.
let's talk about powers of 3. So this talks about Paige, and this they use this photo a lot, and I hate it because, like, I don't know, the way she's holding her shoulder makes her body look weird. It makes her boob look like it's
Looks
really low.
look a little distorted, yeah.
Yeah.
Her
But
face looks good. She's giving good face.
Yeah, she's giving great face.
Yeah.
So this one talks more about how she is a hybrid witch and white lighter. So it talks a little bit about how her powers have manifested through the show. So at first,
Yeah,
she
focusing
kinda-
on healing. This is like her healing power, yeah.
her healing, yeah. So it talks about how healing goes into kind of the science of it. It's basically like speeding up the body's ability to heal itself is what she's actually doing, which was kind of interesting. And we first see her partially heal someone in Charmed and Dangerous when the sisters
Well,
were
no,
doing...
actually, that's the second time.
Oh,
First,
really?
first time we actually see it is in Charmed Again Part 2. So her very first episode, double feature, when she heals Cole with Leo.
Oh, yes.
She's like, do you think my half could offset his half? And I feel like it's Kakamimi rules, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then we
But
have
you're-
the one you're mentioning now.
Yeah, you're right. I did skip the first one. But yeah, Charmed and Dangerous. Leo gets caught and the crossfire gets hit by a Dark Lighter's bow, so she kind of helps heal him. And I'm getting all of this wrong. We just mentioned it, but in Payback's a Witch is the first time that she heals someone on her own, and that's Henry, and that's because he was dying and she saved him.
Yeah.
Other hybrids in Charmed are Wyatt and Chris Hollowell, Sir Simon Marks, which of course was the reason why he wanted to marry her. And it does talk a little bit about how when Piper was shot through the stomach, Wyatt was able to heal her from the womb because he is amazing.
Before season 8, Paige only had the ability to heal with the assistance of another white lighter. So even in Charmed and Dangerous, she's like, they're like, let his power to heal flow through you. Feel his, so she's technically using Leo's power there and using the white lighter connection. So I feel like, I don't know. I guess it's fine, but
Yeah.
and Wyatt was the only other hybrid white lighter that we witnessed healing because he healed during the pregnancy. But also, after he was born, in the 7-Year Witch, we see him using his hands to heal Piper from her little thorn. So, yeah.
Nice. All right, let's skip over to my favorite moment, A Witch's Tale. And of course, this is the one where Faye Bois gets turned into a mermaid to help her deal with the grief of losing Cole. And reader letter, it says, Dear Charmed Magazine, I love the episode of A Witch's Tale because Alyssa Milano did such a fantastic job playing the mermaid. I read that Alyssa has a fear of water herself, so to put her own fears aside and play that role was amazing. Doesn't that show a lot of dedication to Charmed? I love the whole episode. Alyssa is my favorite Charmed one, and because of her, my dance school raised $501.63. That's interesting, it's in dollars and not pounds. For UNICEF this year. Brittany, America, New York,
Oh.
US. Oh, she's
That's
from
why
New
it's in
York.
dollars.
I just assumed.
I just gave her a British accent
Yeah,
because
for no reason. She moved from London. And then it gives a little blurb on why we love it. Cole's back and he's determined to win Phoebe's heart and prove that he's a changed man. Sounds good to us, but alas, it seems for Faye Bois at least there's too much water, no pun intended, under the bridge for them to pick up or resume their relationship. But we guess that's what happens when the love of your life becomes the source of all evil and you send them to hell. As much as we adore them as a couple, this touching scene, an acknowledgement that sometimes love just isn't enough to make a relationship work, provides the much-loved couple with a dignified and heartfelt conclusion to what has been and always will be one of the charmed, most unforgettable romances. I gave the British lady
Ta-da.
an American accent.
Perfect. All right. Now we have Dorenda Moore. Now, Dorenda Moore, look at this beautiful picture of her. She's a very nice lady looking like. She is a stunt double on the show. She was one of the stunt doubles. And she was a stunt double for Phoebe specifically. And she studied judo and became a second-degree black belt, very young, before she even got into doing TV and movies type stuff. But she got a job on Walker, Texas Ranger. Isn't that Chuck Norris's show? I think that's Chuck Norris's show. But on that show, Greg Eram, who was the stunt coordinator there, he taught her the stunt ropes and how to do it and work it out. And she came to Charmed starting in the last 2 episodes of season 1, doubling for Alyssa. And when Alyssa saw her work in Deja Vu all over again, that's when she had to fly into a wall and land on the stairs. Alyssa's like, "Oh, who is that girl? Does she know martial arts? Did that stunt person know martial arts?" And then they're like, "Yeah, she does." She's like, "Ooh, goody!" And so she personally requested Dorenda for the next season, and then she stayed to the end. So Alyssa really liked her. Who notices that stuff? Who cares about that stuff?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. And Dorenda goes on to talk about Phoebe's martial arts style, because Phoebe, studied martial arts in season 1 when she got tired of being the only one in the family that had without an active power. So Phoebe knows martial arts, but it wasn't extreme. She wasn't an expert or a very sophisticated martial artist. Her style was very grounded and simple, and it allowed her character to have some vulnerabilities in the fight, which is cool. So Phoebe does take punches every now and then because she's not the most prestige of the martial artist. She just does it, which is kind of cool that they analyze that for the character.
Yeah.
She was one of the 2 Phoebe stunt doubles in the season 6 finale. It's a bad world. So they had 2 of them, and she had to switch between the 2 Phoebes sometimes because they were fighting themselves, and she had to switch her outfit. And she's like, this Phoebe stunt double can do these things, and this Phoebe stunt double can do these things. So she had to kind of switch around a lot. Sometimes she was doing wire work, and there wasn't enough room for padding in the harness, so she took a lot of hits. So sometimes she would just she wouldn't put padding down. She would just literally be her body in their skimpy clothes outfits that they're wearing anyway. And oh my gosh, one time she dislocated her shoulder during a rehearsal. And they weren't even shooting, it was just during a rehearsal of it. And she popped up right back in and continued working for the rest of the day. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, dang.
Another time, I forget which episode she said, but there was a breakaway table. So they had one girl get flown in there, and then it moved the table. So then there's a leg sticking out. So by the time she was thrown, the leg got stuck in the air, and she rammed into the leg, and it hit her in the eye, giving her a concussion. Ouch. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
how are you alive?
That's brutal.
I'm see, and here she is going. I was like, oh yeah, just part of the job.
Yeah.
I guess that's what stunt doubles have to do.
Yeah.
She also had fun wearing the mermaid tail, so a lot of the mermaid stuff with her swimming under the water was Dorenda instead. And she was talking about, every time I swam in there, I kept thinking of the Jaws theme song, and I kept thinking of sharks. And she's like, I was so scared.
That's
funny.
funny.
Oh my God. So she seems like a fun girl, a very tough girl. So yeah, it's Dorenda Moore for you. Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in our Ask Brad section. We
He
get
said
it every
something-
issue.
He said something that made him
talk
hate.
about.
Yeah, I hate him again. Well, I never stopped.
Okay.
But because I feel correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel for years he kind of wouldn't say why Shannon left, or he made it seem like she left of her own free will.
Mm-hmm.
But in here, he says when we had to let Shannon go, I was like, that's right, bitch. It was you. It was your fault.
Mm-hmm. You're the one. You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
Yeah. I did think it was interesting. He was asked if he's ever had to cut something from an episode. He said typically not, except for with Morality Bites. He had to cut 10 minutes from it, And 2 minutes of that was a discussion between Piper and Leo that apparently Holly really liked and got really mad that they had to cut from it.
Yeah, that was the Piper and Leo porch scene when they're looking at Melinda in the house. And I mean, what we got in the episode was super moving and super powerful. I couldn't imagine what the rest of the scene was, the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then in addition to those 2 minutes, there's still like 8 other minutes that were going to be included. I'm like, I want to know what was cut.
Yeah,
I'm so
that should have been on special features.
Where are those? Yeah. Because the last issue they talked about how they had to add scenes when they were short. But yeah, this was a moment where they had to cut stuff. I'm like, oh man. I want all the deleted footage.
Yeah,
Can we find that? Someone must have it.
it's out there somewhere.
We talked about like who was in the running for Paige before, and I remember what was it? Really Beloved came on and she said like, I thought Rose was just given the role, that she didn't have to audition, and then we always talked about how there are people in the running, and I think it's both, because here he says Jennifer Love Hewitt and Tiffany Amber Thiessen had gotten offers to audition, so maybe they didn't. Maybe they probably sent the email and they sent in their video, because I don't. This time they probably weren't doing video. They're probably having in coming to the audition, but I don't know if they actually like literally did the audition. They might have just gotten offers to come and audition. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And Aaron was very much looking for a 90210 or a Melrose Place kind of star. He wanted a bigger name that would kind of like easily kind of take the big name that Shannon was, like kind of fit that spot. And Rose at the time wasn't a huge TV star, but she was in the movies. So she was a pretty big movie star. And we talked about how kind of Aaron really sought her out because of the Weinstein thing. And he's like, yes, I can use that. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think people were asked to audition. I don't know how many people they saw actually to audition, but Rose was also like a front runner for that reason.
Can I know we never do this, but can I take you down a really quick rabbit tail about the Weinstein thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as I've told you on our other show, I've been reading through the Spider-Mans from like the beginning, and I'm in 2002, and I just read the craziest 6 episode arc called Get Craven, where it's about the son of Craven wants to be a movie producer, so he moves with his girlfriend to Hollywood, and they have to deal with the Rothstein brothers, who are these really fat, disgusting producers that are always eating, and they like try to kill him. Like all this stuff happens, but the craziest thing to me, again, this was 2002, the Rothsteins end up kidnapping Craven's girlfriend and raping her. And I was just like, this writer, who apparently was very
stuff.
Yeah, he knew stuff, and like he was known to be a horrible writer, and Get Craven's known to be one of the worst comics out there. But people were like, but he knew stuff. This is interesting because this was like 15 years before anybody said anything about the Me Too's with the Weinsteins. So I just thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, very telling. Like there's people that were trying to make it known.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Marvel even put it out, because they did not really hide that this was the Weinstein. This was Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have our show and spell. I don't really want to go over any of the letters per se, but there's a lot of fun pictures in here, so I think we can just talk about the pictures. Like this guy, he did a cosplay half Balthazar and half Cole while he's holding, I think that's issue 13 of the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. He did it for Halloween. I don't know. Again, it must have been Halloween because there's this other guy here with a bowl of candy on his porch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and these are some drawings. We got Piper and Shannon. I love that they used this picture of Shannon because that's the same one I ended up using, or from that photo shoot for the Charmed musical.
Nice.
Like, look, you see the picture here, and then look at the one that Joe drew. It's like the same picture.
Oh, it is.
Joe Phillips, wonderful artist. And I like these ones too. The one that has like Mer Phoebe and Goddess Piper and a superhero page.
Yeah.
That's cute. And you can definitely tell.
This Shannon by Joanna Pfeiffer is really
That's
good.
actually Alyssa. That's Alyssa.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not that good. No, I'm just kidding. It looks more like Shannon to me. But yeah, that's really good. That's good detail.
That was I know exactly. That was based off a season 2 promo picture where she's wearing this kind of like what do you call those shirts that have? Is it like there's no straps? It's like a tube, kind of like a tube top shirt. So Phoebe's wearing Alyssa's wearing like this peach colored tube top, and her shoulders are exposed. You can't see it in here, but that's the picture that it's from because I know I know that photo shoot. So yeah, cool. So that's really the magazine. Before we get into what our next issue will be, what about our put that in my canonical hat?
Canonical.
2 of the things I already said during the thing, I didn't put them in here, but there was like the they said awakening for the episode Awakened, and then the picture of Burke is not the Angel of Death. We mentioned that in the quiz. And in the star letter, they misspelled Balthazar. And this happens a lot. So Balthazar is actually spelled Belthazor, but then they put Balthazar like Balthazar Getty because he spells it Balthazar. So there's 2 different kind of spellings, and that's the difference. Balthazar is a little bit different. And I try to say the spelling differences when I say the words. Balthazar is just a kind of a different inflection. So yeah, canonical, not too bad.
No.
All right, so our P is for poll that I'm going to ask for next week.
Another P, imagine that.
P is for poll. And this is a write-in question, so no multiple choice. It's just whatever you feel like writing in. What is your favorite Henry moment? I'm going to say, there's so many good ones. I'm going to say when, in the Torn Identity, when Paige is in Henry's body and he goes and he actually orbs something to himself because in his body, and he just looks and he's like, cool.
Nice.
I thought that was like very fascinating. Like, I can use magic because Paige is in me.
I'm gonna say I don't remember the scene exactly, but when he finds out Paige is a witch, because he just handled it so well, and it was such a shock from the way other guys handled it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and he's just like, Paige, I'm not going anywhere. And I just think about the song we wrote and that scene in the musical, and I'm like, it just made it even more moving. Every time I listen to that song and I hear that scene, I do cry because it's just such a beautiful Paige's Epiphany song. Makes me very happy.
Yeah.
All right, so that is our issue. We have one more to go. Next episode will be our final Charmed Magazine issue. So tell us what that might entail.
I know, now that we're like so close to the end, now I'm getting like nostalgic. I said earlier, like, oh, I'm over the magazines, and now I'm like, oh, it's the last one. Yeah. So we have the Charmed Reader Awards, the top 10 exits, the Charmed ones. So this talks about their Hollywood careers. And there's a quiz. Test your Charmed knowledge in our legendary Hollowell quiz. And it's interesting that it doesn't say on here it's the last issue. Do you think they knew already?
Yeah, I was noticing that too. Like, they don't mention it. And they had to know. They had to know, but they must have not wanted to get people in a tizzy. So they don't tell you it's the last issue until you're on the last issue.
Okay.
So that's gonna be interesting. So, but it is a 100-page issue. It's the last 100-page issue. So it's a bigger one. Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Oh, okay. So we did it. Oh my gosh. Tell us where we can find you, Shawn.
Yeah, you can find me. Actually, I am just on Instagram now. So on Instagram, you can find me under Shawnee Havoc, or you can find me, or our other podcast, Solving for X, on solvingforxmen.com. That will link you to our Instagram or to our merch, some new shirts on there, or to our episodes. Yay!
Yay! And you can find me at my personal Instagram, KJEEZY87, or follow this podcast, Words of the Witches, on all the places, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, so we will see you 2 weeks from now for the final Charmed Magazine issue, but we still got more to come after that, so we're not going anywhere either. So
No, you can't get rid of us.
but yeah. Yeah, and we'll see you soon, Spell Worders. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you for listening. I was gonna say thank you for being a friend, but I guess that too. Your destiny still awaits. Bye-bye.